In Brookline, the Board of Selectmen unanimously voted to fire 2 Brookline police officers after they had failed to return to work following their claims of racial discrimination from fellow police within their department. Prior to the vote, the Selectmen heard statements from the legal counsels representing the officers Prentice Pilot and Estefanos Zerari Miscun, as well as the counsel from the town to explain the findings of their investigation.
It is indeed unfortunate for the employees in the town that in the various instances there was no evidence to corroborate the employee's version or the version of the accused.
Commotion during the meeting started when the crowd began to get restless for a chance to voice their own opinions before the board made their final decision.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, Chair, just to clarify, so are you allowing the community to speak prior to your vote?
No.
We have never been allowed. We've always done the first time, the second time, the third time. We keep showing up, we keep taking off work.
You know what?
You're
I'm tired.
Give the floor to Gerald Austin.
Ex-Brookline firefighter Gerald Alston, the defendant of a surprisingly similar case that took place in Brookline last October, was among the audience members that persisted to make their voice heard.
Understand something. You are all human beings. You all have to understand something.
Board of Selectmen and its
What you
capacity
did
as
to me,
appointing authority
you're doing to these police
That's
officers.
right.
In spite of Alston and others' protests to the board, the selectmen went ahead and voted to fire the officers, despite the crowd's focus away from their agenda.
What did you vote?
We are
voted aye.
citizens here.
Each one of us voted aye on the motion.
You really do not deserve to be where you sit down representing the citizens.
It was kind of like amazing the way they snuck that in there while the first person had come to the microphone. But that was a decision that they had already made.
Over 100 residents and attendees showed up to attend the hearing, and many said they blamed the Board of Selectmen for mishandling the case, including the Brookline Police Chief Daniel C. O'Leary.
I'm not happy with the way it was portrayed up here today.
This is not Brookline, Massachusetts. This is Brookline, Syria. This is Brookline, Russia.
I just feel very sad about it, and I have to believe that there was another way to handle this.
When these allegations came to light, I addressed the entire membership of the department. And I said to them, it doesn't matter where these investigations come out. People felt certain ways in this department. We have to then look internally and look at ways that we can improve. And that's how we approached it.
In a written statement released to BIG from Brookline's town council, the town expressed its regret that its efforts to respond to Pilot and Zerari Miscun's claims that included a racial climate review of the police department, ongoing department-wide anti-discrimination and retaliation training, and modifications to the town's anti-discrimination policy did not result in their return to work.
I am disturbed and concerned that somehow the town really needed to have done more than say, well, you said this, you said that, inconclusive, which it appears to be all that's happened.
Despite Brookline being known as a close-knit and communicative town, the response from attendees following the meeting suggested otherwise.
And it seems as part of this process, I'm not sure where they did hear public comment.
You can't come to a meeting and have the town people who voted you in sit there and announce to them, which is what Neil did, announce to them, I am not going to answer your questions. That's not democracy. That's dictatorship.
So you would say right now the open dialogue that the town holds
has been shut down. It doesn't exist.
And similarly here, the bias was to affirm the denials of the perpetrators. That's a serious problem. That's prevalent, I believe, in this town.
Reporting from Brookline Interactive Group, I'm Monique Avila.